In this video, I am sharing how we like to reset our home for a fresh start. And while I like to reset my home quite often, it feels a little bit different when resetting towards the beginning of a new year. It feels like a complete fresh start sometimes, especially when I take a few minutes to review what went well and what didn't go well the previous year. So that's what I'll be talking about in this video today. Here, I decided I needed some more organizing in my fridge, and I purchased this extra shelf, which has made a world of difference because now I can stack all of the food that we make and save for future dates. I'm also taking down all of the Christmas decor, and I am cleaning my home and getting everything feeling so fresh and new. We planted an orange tree a few years ago, and it is finally producing oranges, which is so exciting. This first one was a little bit sour, but I ate another one and it was so sweet and delicious. I'm so excited for when that orange tree is really large, provides shade and tons of oranges for us. At the beginning of every year, I like to think about what my goals are for the coming year, jot some ideas down. And one thing I've been doing for the last few years is thinking of a word that I want to kind of represent the year. Last year, my word was growth, and this year, my word is focus. So I've decided I want to focus on what really matters in our lives and also focus when I'm doing my work and not get distracted. So that word can really apply to so many different aspects of my life. And I think it's just a really good word for me this year. So that is the word of the year. Let me know if you pick a word of the year in the comments section and what your word might be. As you can see here, I am tidying our kitchen and doing a little bit of cleaning. I'm not doing any deep cleaning right now because I'm probably going to jump into that next week when I have a little bit more time. So you can look forward to that video. But you might notice in this kitchen that something has changed. Do you see it there behind me? I am going to get into some of the projects that we will be working on this year that I am so excited about, and the kitchen is going to be one of them. We've been on a journey to add more nutritious food to our daily lives, so I'd like to take a moment to tell you about today's sponsor, Wild Grain. Wild Grain is the first bake from frozen subscription box for sourdough breads, artisanal pastries, and fresh pastas. Wild Grain partners with small bakers and pasta makers across the country to keep the tradition of artisanal and nutritious food alive. Wild Grain has options to suit everyone's individual needs, so you can customize your own box. You can get the classic box, the plant-based box, or even gluten-free. We love the sourdough bread from Wild Grain, and I like that it saves me time when I have a busy week. I can take the bread straight out of the freezer, put it in the oven, and in under 25 minutes, we have delicious fresh bread. Unlike store-bought bread, Wild Grain uses a slow fermentation process, which is easier on your belly and more nutritious. And one membership equals 4 meals donated to the Greater Boston Food Bank. If you want to check out Wild Grain, be sure to click on the link in my description box and use code Shannon Torrens for $30 off your first box, plus you'll get free croissants for life. Yesterday, I came across this article by Joshua Becker all about how to do a life reset, which while this video is about a home reset, I think it applies to do a life reset as well at the beginning of the year. And this for me is just analyzing what went well and what could possibly be changed in the coming year. So he had 6 points that he recommended looking at. 1 was spending, 2 was your time commitments, 3 was to question your work, 4 was to check what's motivating you, 5 was relationships, and 6 was habits. I thought these were such great points to think about, and it was just interesting that I was already kind of setting my goals when I came across this post. With how we're going to be redoing our kitchen area, we decided to move some of the furniture around And that led us to realizing that this one piece of furniture we will no longer need. So I am going to declutter it. We bought it secondhand and it served its purpose well, but now it's time to say goodbye. So I brought in the mussels. Show us the mussels, come on. Here he comes. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, just, I think put it there and then we'll figure out where we're going to donate it to. Thank you, little cupboard. What do you call that thing? Side table? I ended up putting all of the Christmas decorations away the day after Christmas, which did seem a little bit quick, but we were going away for a few days to the beach over New Year's, and I did not want to come back to a house full of Christmas decorations. So I just put them away really quick, didn't have time to clean much, and then we took off, came back, and this is when I'm resetting now. So focusing mostly on laundry, doing some tidying in the main areas, but circling back to what Joshua Becker's article was about. Number one, he said spending. So I took a little bit of time to think about what was my focus when it came to spending and how were we going to save our money or spend our money this year. So one of the projects that we will be working on in our home is redoing our kitchen. It will probably take a long time because my husband is going to do the majority of the work, but the money will be well spent in that endeavor, and it will really solve a problem that we've had for quite a while, which is a kitchen that just doesn't function all that great. So I'm super excited about that. And in the meantime, we will be trying to save as much money as possible since we will be using that money on the kitchen. The next is time commitments. And what's interesting is I feel when you put your focus on something, usually that area grows. So I want to make sure that I am putting my time to the most important things and letting everything else go. And I've realized that with my work, which is the next point on his list, and that is to question what you're doing. And so I'm going to be focusing on what is really working for me and not get distracted by all the shiny objects out there. You know, there's so many different things that I could be doing, working online, but I think it's just best to focus on what's already doing well for me and let the rest go. I love giving our bedroom a quick refresh by changing out the sheets and the blankets to a different type that I already have, because it just makes it feel different in here, gives it a fresh feel. It smells better, with fresh, clean sheets. So this is something I like to do whenever I'm resetting my home. The next thing on the list is to check motivations. And one of the things that really motivates me to make the content here on this channel is when I'm sharing something that I truly love. Last video I shared how we've been eating. This is something that we have been working on, eating more homemade food, and I'm just excited to share that. I don't know if you could tell in the video, but I was excited to share the food that we've been making, and I'm always excited to share any decluttering projects that I work on, organizational stuff, and home decor projects. So that's a huge motivator for me making these videos. And another thing is my blog. That's another huge motivation, is just to share the tips and tricks that work for us here at our home in the form of a post on a blog. So that is my motivation for work. And then, of course, the motivation here at home to keep everything tidy and organized is my family, because I feel like I am serving them and they reap the benefits of a nice, tidy, organized home where we can all find things really quickly, and everything just seems to work so much better when we don't have a ton of clutter and mess all around us. Pull this dresser way out. I'm going to clean behind here. The reasoning is I'm hoping that I can shut these curtains behind the dresser, even though I know it's going to be super crunched back there and I hate that, but I can't actually bring this out anymore. And we have to have the curtains because the blinds that are behind here broke and they won't shut any more than this. and it's super bright at night. The problem is we have a street light right outside of our house here. So in the middle of the night, the light shines in here and it's really hard to sleep. So a lot of the time I'll pull these curtains in front, but it just causes a big, mess. I can't get in here and this stuff gets knocked down, and then it's just a lot. So that is on my list of things that we need to figure out, because Grant's going to replace these windows eventually, and hopefully we'll get a different way of doing these window treatments. My idea is that we might go with a Roman shade, but for now we're just going to work with what we already have, because I don't want to waste money by buying a window treatment when we need to replace these windows and the size of the window might change and all that sort of thing. Plus the focus is going to be on the kitchen right now. So this is what we have. It works. It's a little crushed back there, but it actually fit. There's way less walking space now, but oh well. It will be solved soon enough. Next on the life reset list is relationships, which I'm always trying to focus on building strong relationships with my family and my friends, and making sure that I'm spending enough time with my boys, and having a really good work-life balance is my goal for this year. Taking more time off away from my computer and really being able to spend quality time with my boys. And last on the list is habits, and I always try to look at what habits were good in the previous year and what habits I would like to change or add to what I do daily and monthly. So I've looked and I have some habits that I definitely want to improve on. For instance, not over checking things too often and wasting too much time in my office when I could really just focus, get things done quicker, and then spend more time with everyone outside of my office. So that's just a few things that I had looked at after seeing his life reset list. I thought it was such a good list, and these were some of the things I was already working on and looking through and seeing what could be improved for this coming year, which is really exciting. So some of the projects that we are planning on doing this year that I'm excited about is the kitchen. As I mentioned, we will be completely redoing the kitchen, and I will have all of those videos over on my husband's channel. It's going to be actually his channel and my channel now, but it's called Wood Glue, and I will link it down below. We will have the detailed projects, and then we will probably have an overview project here on this channel. When I do the large before and after projects, like the backyard and different things we've done in our home, I will definitely have a big video here when the whole project is done, which is something to look forward to for me anyway. And then we will also be doing a few smaller projects in the backyard that we wanted to finish up. And hopefully, if we have time, we will get started on landscaping and fixing up our front yard, which right now is a complete disaster area. It's just a big heap of dirt. Luckily, you can't really see it from the road, but yeah, it's just a mess because we haven't had time to work out there. Leave me a comment and let me know what you're going to be working on this year for your 2025 goals. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, you can hit the subscribe button to join my channel, and I will leave some videos up here on the screen if you would like to continue watching. Also, don't forget to join my other channel, Wood Glue, to see all of our projects and follow along. See you over there. Bye.